This courage presentation will help you to understand the role and responsibility of being a parent or caregiver. Children are the sum total of all that has come before them in terms of their family and ancestors, but they are also shaped by their environment and how they are brought up. Every person, place, and experience influences the people they become, from their parents or caregivers to their extended family, their friends, teachers, spiritual and cultural advisors, and the people they work with. Before we detail the roles and responsibilities of parenting or caregiving, ask yourself, how do you define family, and what do you think makes a good parent? The role of parents is often defined in a country's Children's Act or in their declarations on the rights and needs of children. We define the role of parents and caregivers as follows. As a parent, you must ensure the health, well-being, and development of your child. You must provide them with financial support and safeguard them at all times. You must respect, protect, and promote the rights and dignity of your child. You must protect them from maltreatment, abuse, neglect, degradation, discrimination, and any physical, emotional, or moral harm. You must guide, advise, and assist them in making good decisions for themselves. You must always apply consistent and fair discipline to your child. You must guide, direct, and secure your child's education and upliftment through intellectual, emotional, physical, moral, and cultural development that is appropriate for their age. And most importantly, you must build a sound and loving relationship with your child. As a parent, you will need to accommodate any special needs your child may have. You should inform, involve, and encourage their participation in their care and protection, and you must ensure that they have a suitable place to live where they feel secure and protected. Throughout your child's growing up experience, you will need to help them to become responsible young adults. It is important that this guidance is given in the form of positive parenting rather than harsh punishment. This will ensure that you maintain a strong relationship with your child. As parents, we must choose positive approaches to this guidance that empowers your child rather than negative punishment that demeans or disempowers them. Positive parenting is about reassuring your child that they will always be loved, even when they make mistakes or poor choices. Negative punishment focuses on your child's bad behavior and makes them feel like your love is conditional. This will not help them to understand their mistakes or prevent them in the future. Positive parenting is about teaching your child by providing them with examples of good choices and explaining the consequences of their behavior. Negative punishment involves threatening your child, forcing compliance, or trying to teach them through fear, which is very ineffective in creating behavior change. Positive parenting is about focusing on how your child is in control of their behavior and, as a result, the outcomes of their decisions. Rather than trying to control your child's behavior through threatening them with punishment. Positive parenting is about focusing on your child's feelings and encouraging them to solve their problems by discussing them with you. This creates a strong parent-child connection. Negative punishment focuses on negative behavior and often fosters dishonesty to avoid negative consequences. This encourages more rebellion and will create a disconnection between you and your child. One of the most important roles of a parent is to build your child's self-esteem. Self-esteem and self-worth is about having confidence in your own worth and abilities. It's about having a strong personal identity, making good personal decisions, caring for oneself and others around you, having a clear focus and direction for your life, achieving your personal goals, and taking responsibility for your life. These are some fun things you can do with your child to build their self-esteem. The first is called the gratitude chair. Ask your child to sit in a chair in the middle of your family circle. Each member of your family should then tell your child what they are grateful to them for. You may want to do this on special occasions such as their birthday, if they have achieved something noteworthy, or if they are just feeling down and need some positive reinforcement from their family or close friends. The second exercise is called the self-esteem bowl. Show your child a bowl and tell them to think about this bowl as representing their self-esteem or how they feel about themselves. Ask them to think about the things that people say to them that makes them feel special about themselves. Then ask them to think about all the things that people say to them that make them feel sad or unhappy about themselves. Explain to them that if they allow other people to fill their self-esteem bowl, they will also allow them to empty their bowl. Finally, get them to think about all the things that they think makes them special and unique, the things that no one can take out of their self-esteem bowl. Get them to write these things onto little pieces of paper and put them in their bowl to remind themselves of what makes them special. The final exercise is about helping your child to develop their own personal brand or crest. They do this by drawing an animal or plant that they think represents who they are or want to be, inside a shield or crest that speaks to them. They should then use their favorite color to draw their crest, and finally they should create a motto or tagline that defines what is important to them. You can find out more about developing a personal brand through the Courage Personal Empowerment booklet or video. As parents, caregivers, and child protection officers, we must always focus on what is in the best interests of the children in our care. This means that we must always respect a child's dignity, be fair and equitable, protect them from discrimination, inform, involve, and encourage their participation throughout any protection process, support their disabilities, special needs, or chronic illness, protect a child from harm, which includes neglect, abuse, or exploitation, solve a child's problem as quickly as possible, and finally respect, promote, and fulfill their rights at all times. When we make decisions about what is in the best interests of the child, we must consider the relationship between a child and their parent or caregiver, the child's need to grow up in a stable family environment, the child's physical and emotional security and development, the child's age, maturity, gender, and stage of development, the child's background and current family and social context, the attitude of the parents or caregiver to their child, the impact any change will have on a child, for instance if a child is separated from parents or a sibling, the child's need for education and recreation. Thanks for watching. For more information, visit couragechildprotection.com. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our Courage channel. Stay strong and take courage.